When I look at a floppy disk today, I look at something that's valuable and that I use, and yet when most people look at it, they'll look at it almost as a joke.
Oh, I love talking about floppy disk.
I'm the last man standing in the floppy disk business because I basically forgot to get out of the business. In this office, we're in a time warp. The manufacturing of the disquetes is over, and so all of the disquetes that will be made have been made.
Technically, floppy drives had been in use since 1971 in the business market, usually in the form of these large 8-inch discs. These things were huge, and you can see where they got the name floppy disk from. Also, according to Futurama, we'll be using these in the future for video recording.
Let's just see what you were up to last night.
From time to time, a commercial recycler will call me up and say, hey, I have somewhere between 35 and 50,000 discs.
Let's have a look at how these work. First of all, on the outside, you have these relief notches. The purpose of this is to minimize any bending of the disc right around the read area. This is the index hole, which was monitored by a sensor so that the drive would know exactly where the disc was rotation-wise, but not all disk drives made use of this hole. This is the write protect notch. A sensor monitored this notch, and if it was found to be open, then the drive knew it was okay to write to it. And if you wanted to protect your data, you could put a sticker or a piece of tape over the notch. Let's take a look inside and see how things work. The magnetic material is very similar to the material inside of a cassette tape or a VHS video cassette. It just happens to be round and a bit stiffer. Now, eventually we moved forward to the 3.5-inch floppy drives. And sometimes they were mistakenly called hard disks by people that really didn't know anything about computers. So many of you may have heard that the US military still uses old floppy disks in some of their specialized computers, like for controlling nuclear missiles and things like that.
We do sell to the US government. There are a number of applications that the government has that call for the use of a floppy disk. All kinds of disks come flying into our doors.
Floppy disks were eventually replaced by optical media such as CD-ROM.
The floppy disk business will not be around forever.
Are you sad about that?
No, I won't be around forever either.